What's up guys, Groovy Guitar Dude here with a lesson for Joanne by Lady Gaga. Now a couple things before we start this song I just want to let you guys know. The first one, this is going to be a little bit tough for those of you who don't know finger picking. And it is actually a pretty tough song in general. I will say it took me quite a while to learn this song, and I literally teach guitar for a living. So if you're a beginner to intermediate guitarist, then I'm not saying don't try it, but just give it some time because it will be a little bit challenging. The second thing I want to let you guys know is that this song kind of alternates between what's called open chords, which a lot of your beginner guitarists are going to call just kind of regular chords, and bar chords. That kind of stuff. So they alternate between those. I've seen several videos of Lady Gaga as a guitarist alternating between open chords and bar chords. What I'm going to do is I am just going to use open chords because switching between all of those is going to be a little bit complicated to understand. I'll try to indicate where they use bar chords in the actual recording and in the actual when they play it live. But just for the sake of keeping this lesson as beginner friendly as possible, I'm going to just use open chords. And guys, the last thing I want to let you guys know is that I am going to do my best to show the picking very well over here. I'm going to try to get some real good tight shots of that, but I'm not going to walk through the exact picking pattern. I actually just tried to record this recording exact picking pattern, and I only got halfway through the song, and it was already about a 30-minute long video. So just for the sake of keeping this, again, beginner friendly and time friendly, I'm just going to try to get some real tight shots over here where you guys can see what I'm doing, and I'll pick through it slowly so you guys can see it, but I'm not going to walk through and tell you each individual string that I play. Alright, with all that out of the way, let's get started. So, the first thing you want to know is the chords that we're going to use for this song. There's quite a few of them. So, what we're going to start with is we're going to have a G, D, C, and we're also going to have an E minor, an A minor, and an F. And then we're going to have two transition chords, and those are going to be D over F sharp and G over B. Alright, so the first chord progression we want to learn is this G, D, C situation. Alright, so that's going to be kind of our main theme throughout the song. We're going to go back to that chord progression more than anything. So we're going to start with the G, D, C, and we're going to repeat that twice. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be doing for the picking progression. I'm going to start with my G. So that's your G right there. Your D is going to go like this. And then your C is going to go like this. Alright, so to start the song, we're going to go through that progression twice. So it'll go. Next, we're going to have this little kind of two chords and a walk down situation. So that's going to go D, E minor, and then you're going to have a C, G over B, A minor, and then back to D. So the picking part for that D will look like this. The picking part for the E minor will look about like this. And then you're going to have your C, and then you're going to have your G over B, and then your A minor, and then last your D. Alright guys, next after that little walk down situation, we're going to go back to our G, D, C chord progression for 2 times. So that part again, we're going to do that twice again, and then we're going to have another walk down. So that next walk down is going to be G, D over F sharp, E minor, and then we're going to go C, G over B, A minor, and then back down to D. So what that is going to look like all on this side is going to be about like this. It's going to be a G is going to be here, and then your D over F sharp is going to be here, and then your E minor is going to be here, and then we're going to hit our C, and then G over B, and then A minor, and and then D. Alright guys, this is what's going to blow y'all's mind. That is just the verses. Only the verses. I will say that is the hardest and most involved part of the song. It's just a lot of chords and a lot to remember. But I'm going to do a playthrough where you guys can see this side very well, and I'm going to do a playthrough where you guys can see this side very well, so that y'all can see that. I know that picking is going to be very tough to kind of discern just from seeing it over here. You're going to really have to kind of do some work on y'all's part. I'm not just going to like lay it out for y'all. I promise the only reason is just because I already tried to record this video and it was going to be way too long if I would have done that. This video is already going to be very long. But just slow the video down if you need to. Go back, check it, and figure out the picking on this side. If you're comfortable with finger picking, it's going to be a breeze. You're not even going to have to think about it, probably. But if you're not comfortable with finger picking, this is going to take some extra work. Alright, so this is the whole verse on this side over here. Alright guys, now the whole verse over on this side. Alright guys, on to chorus. As we are moving towards chorus, I just remembered one more transition chord I did not show you guys. Basically all it is it's like a regular C chord, but it's moved up here to where it's basically moved up 2 frets to where it's on between the 3rd fret and the 5th fret. And it kind of sounds like that. It's exactly the same shape as a C chord, just moved up to 3rd fret. It's some kind of, or moved up to 3rd fret. It's some kind of D chord. So our chords for our chorus are going to be A minor, G over B, C, this weird D transition chord, G, and then D. And then we're going to go through it again, and it's going to go A minor, G over B, C, and then this weird transition chord, this D, and then G, and then we're going to have an F, and then we're going to have a C, and we're going to hang out on that C until we go back into the verse. So what that will look like over on this side is going to be like this. Alright guys, now our picking pattern for our A minor is going to go about like this. And then for our G over B is going to go. And then for our C is going to go about like this. And then for our weird D chord, that transition chord I was showing you guys, it looks like a C. And then for our G. And then for our D. And we're going to repeat all of that up to the transition chord, that weird C-shaped transition chord, and then we're going to go to our G, and it's going to be a shorter G. So that second G in the chorus is going to look about like this. And and then we're going to go to an F, and then we're going to go to the C, and we're going to hang out on the C for a while. Alright guys, home stretch now. We are on the bridge, finally. So the bridge chords are going to go E minor, then we're going to have a transition to a D, and then we're going to have a full G, then we're going to go C, and then we're going to have a transition G over B, and then an A minor. So what that'll look like full speed is about like this. And we're going to repeat that twice. Alright, now let's walk through what we're doing for picking for each one. Alright, so the E minor is going to look like this. And then our D is going to look like this. And then our G is going to look like this. And then our C is going to look like this. And then our G over B is going to look like this. And then our A minor is going to look like this. Whew! And that is all you need to know for Joanne by Lady Gaga. Guys, this is a super involved song. The chords are not that difficult. There's just a lot of them to remember, and the picking is the place that's going to be probably the hardest for most of you guys. So as always, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. I'll also be posting in the next, hopefully today, maybe tomorrow, a playthrough of this whole entire song where I just play the song start to finish, and I try to get a good, I'm going to try to get a good shot where you can see the chord changes and you can see the picking as well. So for those of you who want to see that or are confused on the little certain parts, that video is coming soon where you can kind of see it for yourself and know where everything fits in. Also guys, if this video helped you out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I usually post 1 to 3 new guitar lessons every single day, and I already have about 230, or actually a little bit more than that. So if you're learning guitar or ukulele, this is an excellent channel for you to subscribe to, and you will get new guitar lessons and content every single day. Lastly guys, if you're interested in any of my gear, it is all linked in the description below. I've got my camera there, I've got my guitar there, I've got microphones, I've got strings, capos, all the stuff that I use to make these videos for you guys. So for those of you who are interested, it's all linked in the description below. Guys, I really hope y'all learned something in this video. I hope it wasn't too confusing. Like I said, this is one of the hardest lessons I've ever taught just because there's a lot of moving pieces in it. But you guys got this. Just put some time to it and you'll have no problem. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all soon.